right, everyone. Ready for a deep dive today?
Right.
We're going to be talking about AI voices.
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, it's not science fiction anymore. This is real.
This is the real deal.
People are making money with this. So,
And a lot of money.
we're working from this article today from Vox AI. It's called 10 Ways to Make Money with AI Voice Generation in 2024. They put this out.
Yeah, I mean, they're at the forefront of this, so it's really interesting to see what they're thinking about.
And it's really true. I mean, it's like even a couple of years ago,
Right.
AI voices were kind of
Yeah.
a little robotic.
Yeah, they were a little
Now they're like
getting better.
pretty darn close.
I mean, they're almost indistinguishable now
Yeah.
from human voices.
That's amazing.
It's kind of scary, actually,
I know.
how good they're getting.
A little bit, but it's also super cool.
But also cool.
Because for creators, there are all these new opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, the applications are just exploding right now.
So for anybody out there who's thinking, how do I make money with this? How do I actually, like, take this technology and make money?
Right.
That's what we're talking about today.
This article, it lays it all out there. There are 10 different ways that they talk about.
Yeah, so it's not just like a list of ideas either.
Yeah.
They actually give you advice on like how to actually implement these
It's
things.
a roadmap.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
one that really stood out to me, and I think this would be super cool, is AI co-hosts for podcasts.
Okay.
So you're listening to a podcast,
Right.
your two favorite hosts,
You got it.
and they've got an AI co-host.
I like where you're going with this.
They could be like,
That'd be amazing.
oh, and by the way, that statistic you just quoted, it's wrong.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, the fact-checking ability would be insane.
Or pulling up other relevant information.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, imagine the possibilities.
like, hey, you want to play like devil's advocate on that point?
Exactly. Or even translate for a global audience in real time.
Oh my God,
Sky's the limit.
that would be amazing.
Game changer.
Especially like for independent podcasters who don't have like a big team, you know,
Absolutely. Levels the playing field.
totally levels the playing field.
And I bet it leads to completely new genres of podcasts.
Oh, for sure.
Like, what if you had a true crime podcast
Ooh, interesting.
where the AI is analyzing the clues alongside the host? That would be so cool.
That would be so cool.
Right.
And this is what I think is so cool about this. It's like, we're not just talking about like, let's make this a little bit better. It's like, let's completely rethink how we create this entire medium.
Yeah, and you don't even have to be that tech savvy.
Right?
It's becoming super user-friendly.
Yeah, you don't have to be an engineer.
No, anyone can do it.
So that's really cool. Another one I thought was really interesting. Personalized voicemail greetings.
Oh, man, because those are always so bad.
I know. Like, so you call a business
Yeah.
and it's like, thank you for calling.
The most monotone voice ever.
No, the hours of our business are
Yeah.
so boring. Instead, what if you could call?
Yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
Or like a celebrity impersonator.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Like, welcome. You've reached business name. How can I help you today?
Yeah.
Something with like some personality.
Right. And it would be unique to that business.
Yeah.
So it stands out.
That's what it's all about right now.
Branding, baby.
Branding. You got to stand out.
Absolutely.
And then, all right, we've got to create video content.
So much video.
So much video
and
content.
this never ends.
And it's a lot of work. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Time-consuming and expensive
It can be.
if you're doing it right.
So faceless videos. So this is like creating videos, but you don't need to be on camera. You don't need fancy equipment.
Oh, interesting. So just using AI voices?
Yeah. You could do like explainer videos, tutorials, all that kind of stuff.
That's brilliant. So much easier.
Right. And more accessible too, like for people who don't necessarily want to be on camera.
I know so many people like that. They've got great ideas.
Exactly.
But they're just not comfortable on camera.
But they've got great information to share.
This is perfect for them.
Okay, you ready for our first aha moment?
Get me.
Children's content.
Oh, of course. It's huge.
So I feel like kids' content,
It's a gold mine.
it never goes away.
And they love different voices.
well, they love it.
Kids respond to that so well.
My kids love watching the same shows
Right.
over.
Over and over with slightly different voices.
They don't care
Mhm.
as long as there's like something different.
Right. A new inflection.
It's like, oh, I've never heard it that way before.
Precisely.
So it's like so easy to please in that way.
It's true. And they need so much content. They go through it so fast.
And so
AI is perfect for that.
and AI is perfect for that, right? Because you can have this variety.
Exactly. You could have a million different voices.
You could have all this different,
You could create a whole cast of characters.
yes, like a whole like Disney the behind the scenes of voice actors.
It's like having a voice acting army at your
Oh,
disposal.
right. It's amazing. So this article talks about using AI voices for storybook narration, educational cartoons, interactive apps.
Yeah, and educational content, that's huge, right?
Yeah, the educational aspect is crazy.
Think about it. You could have an AI tutor that adjusts to the kid's learning style,
Oh my God.
provides personalized feedback,
That's amazing.
keeps them engaged.
Yeah.
It's revolutionary.
It totally is. It's true. I mean,
Yeah.
think about like language learning.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could have an AI.
Language learning is perfect for this.
That's like speaking,
Yeah, you could have,
your new
and
language.
it could respond to you in real time.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
That's what you need for language learning.
Total immersion, right?
Total immersion.
That's so cool. Okay, so this one's for me. AI voices in video games.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a gamer, so I love this idea.
Yeah, games have come a long way.
Yeah, even in the last like 10 years.
It's crazy, right? Graphics are insane.
But one of the things that always it's like hit or miss is the voice acting.
Yeah, totally.
You know, some games just nail it,
Some are so good.
and you're like blown away.
And others,
And some,
not so much.
it's like, oh, they didn't spend any money on this part.
they phoned it in.
So imagine
You
like
can tell.
every character,
Yeah.
like no matter how small,
Yeah, like that little shopkeeper in the corner.
has this like
That's a fully developed
amazing voice.
backstory voice.
Yes, and they actually sound different.
Totally.
You know, it's not like the same 5 voice actors.
Yeah, and it would really change the whole feeling
Yeah.
of the game.
So it talks about like imagine, you know, like you're playing like a strategy game and you've got this AI narrator that's like commenting on all of your moves.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, and they've just made a terrible mistake. This is going to cost them.
Like a sports commentator.
I know, right? And then it's like, you know, oh, but what's this? They're coming back like, you know.
The AI could even analyze your gameplay
Oh, my God.
and provide commentary in real time.
Okay, now that would be really cool.
That's next level.
Because it would be different every time.
Right. Every game would be unique.
Oh. And you can earn royalties, by the way.
Oh, really?
If your AI voice is used in a hit game, I mean, that could be huge.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
And I love this idea too. We were just talking about background characters, but what about like AI generated background chatter?
Like ambient noise.
Yeah. So it's not just like the generic, you know,
Yeah, same.
coffee shop
Starts
sound
like over and over.
that you can tell is like 5 seconds long.
Exactly.
But it's actually like reacting to what's happening in the game.
It's responding to your gameplay.
Yeah. That would be so cool.
It would be so immersive.
Okay, so this one's a little niche, but I think it's really fascinating. AI generated music.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about this.
Yeah, so it's like you can create, they're talking about using AI to create like original songs,
Yeah.
soundtracks for videos, even like jingles for like commercials.
I mean, it makes sense. Music is just patterns, right?
Yeah.
And AI is really good at patterns.
And I think people hear AI music and they think like, you know,
Really? 8-bit?
8-bit or like
I guess.
robot sounds.
Yeah.
Very mechanical.
But it's so much more than that now.
I know. It's so much better. I was listening to some AI generated jazz the other day.
Really?
And it was so good.
Wow.
I was like, there's no way.
Like indistinguishable from
I was like, this is not
human composed.
this is not a robot.
Wow.
Like this is so good.
And imagine how useful this would be for like businesses that need music, but you know,
It's expensive.
hiring a composer is expensive.
Yeah. So you need a jingle for your like, you know, your latest ad campaign. It's like
Yeah, you don't have to shell out thousands of dollars.
thousands of dollars.
You can just have an AI generate something.
and it can make it in your style.
That's the thing. You can
Yeah.
even give it parameters and it'll create something unique.
Yeah. Oh, like I want it to sound like this band.
Exactly.
But like a little bit of this.
It's like having a million musicians at your beck and call. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Okay, so for musicians out there,
Yeah.
you know, you're not being replaced. I don't think you're being replaced. But I do think that this could be like an incredible tool.
Totally. A collaborative tool.
Yeah, like a collaborator. So imagine you're like, okay, I've got this melody, but I don't really know where to go with it.
Yeah, you're stuck.
You feed it into the AI. Give me some ideas.
Right, give me some harmonies. Give me some drum beats.
Write me some lyrics.
Exactly.
I mean, the possibilities are crazy.
It's like having a bandmate who's always on.
Yes. A virtual bandmate
Always ready to jam.
who never gets tired,
Never complains.
never asks for royalties.
There you go.
Okay, well, maybe someday they will.
Someday.
But for now, and this kind of gets back to what we were talking about earlier, it's like it used to be you had to have the fancy equipment, you had to have, all this
The
knowledge.
barrier to entry was so high.
Now it's
like anybody with a laptop.
you just need an internet connection and an idea.
And a little bit of creativity.
Yeah.
You can create something amazing.
And that's what I love about it. I mean, it's really, we're talking about like the democratization of content creation.
Everyone's a creator now.
Yeah. It's amazing. Right. Like anybody can create content now.
Yeah.
It's like, what was that, the printing press back in the day?
Right. It's like Gutenberg all over again.
It's like democratizing the spoken word,
exactly.
and music, and all of it.
Whole sonic landscape is changing.
Yeah. And this is something that Vox AI talks about in this article that I think is really fascinating. It's like, we're not just talking about like, oh, here's this cool new tech. It's like, no, this is creating an entirely new economy.
Oh, absolutely.
Like people are going to be buying and selling and trading.
A whole ecosystem built around these voices.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows where it's going to go from here?
I know. And that's what's exciting about
But
it.
that's the beauty of it. It's like the Wild West right now.
It is. It's like a gold rush.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to stake their claim.
And this is like, we're just at the beginning. I mean, this article lays out these 10 things.
Right. And those are just the ones we know about now.
I know. Imagine like a year from now,
It's going to be totally different.
2 years from now.
There will be things we haven't even thought of yet.
I know. It's so cool. Well, on that note, anybody listening out there, what are you going to create? This is an exciting time. This is really like the Wild West. This is a new frontier. I love it.
Get in on the ground floor, right?
I know. Get in now while you still can. All right. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.